Trailhand Bill reported live from South Florida, man. Let me go ahead and say that. You never know who's listening. Hey, man, shout out to everybody who wished me well and told me to feel better, man. I appreciate that. I think we got kind of like two stories in one this time, y'all. And I want to touch on all that, but let's just get to the videos first, man.
Now to a follow-up on a federal lawsuit against a former Rusk County Sheriff's deputy. A federal judge has denied qualified immunity for former Sergeant Shane Iverson. In September of 2022, Sergeant Iverson shot and killed 29-year-old Timothy Randall during a traffic stop. Randall's family is in the middle of a federal lawsuit. KLTV's J.D. Conti spoke with their lawyer on what this decision means for their case.
He has his hands up and he's shot.
A federal judge sided with the family of Timothy Randall and their lawyer Joseph Oxman. Randall was shot and killed by Rusk County Deputy Shane Iverson over 2 years ago. In a recent recommendation, Judge John Love ruling Iverson no longer has qualified immunity, a legal concept that keeps law enforcement and government officials immune from civil suits. Under federal law, qualified immunity goes away once a judge determines a defendant's actions violated a person's constitutional rights. The ruling means the civil suit now moves forward to a jury. Both sides will have to conduct additional discovery before that happens. During the stop, Randall steps out of the vehicle after Deputy Iverson asks,
"Please, can you tell me what I'm under arrest for, please?"
The attorney for Rusk County and Shane Iverson told us the deputy felt what he believed to be a small pistol on Randall. It turned out to be a meth pipe. In his ruling, Judge Love casted doubt on that argument. Iverson eventually throws him to the ground. After a struggle, Iverson pulls his gun on Randall and shoots. At the time of the shot, Randall has his hands up and is running away.
Get out.
Judge Love sided with the Randall family, noting that Randall's resistance was not violent. He continues, saying a jury could find Iverson's actions unreasonable.
At the moment he fires his weapon, Iverson clearly could see that his hands were up and that Randall was posing absolutely zero deadly threat.
Iverson was no-billed by a Rusk County grand jury, meaning he can't face criminal charges. In Texas, grand jury proceedings are secret. It's unclear whether the grand jury saw the video. The Rusk County District Attorney declined comment when we asked him in June of last year. J.D. Conti, KLTV 7 News.
Shane Iverson's attorneys tell us they are in trial today. Lee Correa said that they will have more to say, but for now, I can say the report and recommendation that was entered is not a final determination on the issue of qualified immunity. Both sides have 14 days to file written objections to this ruling.
I was ready to go all gung-ho talking about this, the second federal judge to rule in favor of Americans, because, you know, one of them just ruled, I think that, damn, don't get me lying, it may have been Louisiana. He struck down just 25 feet away from the police rule. So he definitely ruled for Americans. I thought this was the second one, but as we hear, it's just some bullshit that I hope to talk about on the end of the video. The other thing is, my apologies, I'm not going to pretend I know this is how secret grand juries work all over the country, but what I do know about grand juries is this right here. They are secret, and only one side goes in there. I'm covering a particular case, and in this case, they indicted the individual because the prosecution was able to go in there with these jurors, and there was nobody there but the prosecution and the jurors, and the prosecution was able to present whatever evidence that they wanted to. With no rebuttal from the defense or a judge to the jury. So when they ask, hey man, did these jurors even see this video when they made this decision to no-bill this cop, and the DA won't answer, I think that's a very important question, and I think there's a very valid reason why he didn't answer that question. But I set two videos in one, so before I talk y'all head off, let's just watch the second video.
With new details out of Rusk County, where dash cam video of a shooting involving a sheriff's deputy was released today. Now, this is daytime video from the area off of Highway 64 where it happened back in September of 2022. That's when Timothy Randall was shot and killed by a deputy.
He reportedly attempted to hide drugs and resist arrest. The deputy was later no-billed in November of that year. KETK's Ashlyn Anderson is here to walk us through the video and has a reaction. Ashlyn.
Casey, Isaac, since October of last year, the Randall family has been fighting in court, pushing for the video to be released. The judge granted that release today. I spoke with the attorneys representing the family and the county to get their reaction, and we want to warn you, the following video may be upsetting to some viewers.
517 County.
On September 14th, 2022, on County Road 4125 near Turnertown, Timothy Randall was pulled over by a Rusk County deputy.
I'm Sergeant Iverson, the Rusk County Sheriff's Office. Yes, sir. The reason I pulled you over is you blew that stop sign back there.
No, I didn't. I came to a complete stop with that stop sign.
No, you didn't.
So the officer certainly had probable cause to initiate the initial stop.
Randall was then asked to step out of the vehicle.
It appears to be a small weapon consistent with an American standard pistol, which is a small .22 caliber pistol.
Nothing was recovered. He didn't pull anything out. And then he immediately throws Mr. Randall to the ground. Why? There's absolutely no reason. He escalated this situation.
According to the custodial death report submitted to the Attorney General's office from the Rusk County Sheriff's Office, the deputy was put in a tactical compromising position.
Get out!
They were, and still are, horrified. Horrified that their son was murdered this way. They are heartbroken.
Please, can you tell me what I'm under arrest for? Please, please.
Rusk County Attorney Robert Davis says the deputy believed his life was in danger.
In that particular type of situation, reaction time is between 0.17 of a second, 0.25 of a second, and 0.50 of a second.
This so troubling that this officer decided and made the terrible decision to shoot an unarmed man that posed absolutely no threat to him.
Davis says the deputy then performed emergency first aid.
And the item was actually a crack pipe.
Randall was later pronounced dead at the scene. Both the Randall family and Rusk County are currently in the discovery phase of this civil case. The deputy in this video has since retired from law enforcement and the Army Special Forces. The full video of this incident can be found on our website, k2k.com. In studio, Ashlyn Anderson.
Man, stop blaming me for how them damn videos end, man. I ain't got no control over that. Shout out to Steve, man. Steve sent me the case. I haven't seen it across my feed. The ATF raided family's home, and I think the headline was, "Why did the ATF raid this home?" That's my man's, man. I don't be on the internet, but I've been, me and homie, I've been hip to Cub for a while. We used to, I know him. And that's one reason I ain't cover that story. Similar to the reason why I didn't want to cover this one. Like, I don't do it for views, and now I do believe YouTube just, I ain't gonna say they got me shadow banned. I think something happened and I got out of the algorithm. We're gonna keep making videos, but Lord willing, it's Gatorade, guys. I'm trying to get my energy back. But anyway, I didn't want to cover that one, and I didn't want to cover this one because, like, this stuff really be making me feel away. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about homie right now, and how did, like, that traffic stop, like, how did his, I don't even know, like, part of my mind want to initially say his drug addiction turned into capital punishment on the side of a Texas street. I'm from them areas, though. Yeah, I'm going to get back to that, guys. I had to clean this up. The reason I say I initially want to say his drug addiction, but I don't know, and I don't think any of us who don't know this cat know he had a drug addiction, a drug pipe, or any of that. We just know that's what the Johnnies said. So that's why I said initially my mind wanted to think that, but then I remembered, like, shit, like, I don't know that's true. Liars told me that. And we're going to get back to the original audio now. I'm from them areas, those little back roads, back towns. Like, come on, man, who out there trying to get killed because they get stopped by a cop one day, which is a perfect time for me to insert. Yo, get you a dash cam, man. My people turned me on to the little Temu site, fam. I see they got everything on there, man. They even got that. They got everything, man. Get you a dash cam, fam. Why is you arguing? Shout out to him, rest in peace. I'm not victim blaming here, but, and I mean this generally speaking, American, why are you arguing on the side of the road with cops about what happened and what didn't happen, fam? Get you a dash cam, big dog. Record all of it. You need it, young lady. I promise you. I don't know if a dash cam would have changed anything in this murderous ass situation. But at least it would have given documentation that the cops can't manipulate or withhold from the American public till they ready to release it. Then you got this attorney, you can answer every darn question, but did this secret grand jury, did they see this video, man, before they no-billed this damn cop? And I damn they wanted to turn into one of those legal beagles and look up what no-bill means, but I ain't got to be no damn rocket scientist in no damn courtroom, no attorney, no counsel to realize it just means y'all let this motherfucker off the hook. Very simply, right? Right? 1 + 1 equals what? And you say he was put into, this motherfucker wasn't put into anything, family. It's pretextual stop here. Didn't I just say I'm from the town? Anybody want to bet $1 to a couple of donuts? I don't eat them no more because they made with eggs that they knew each other. I ain't talking about like they might have been personal buddies. He might have had some in there. No, this motherfucker knew who he knew. They know, the family know this dude. Like these small little everybody know everybody, bro. Even if you don't know everything about them, even if you didn't grow up with them, you know them, you know their people, you know who that is. They knew each other, family. You knew 9 times out of 10 that this man probably had a drug addiction, a drug problem, whatever, and you might be able to get him with something. That man ain't blew no damn stop sign, fam. And he still complied. The man was outside of the car with his hands up. Why you had to slam him on the ground like that? What the fuck do you... Okay, your homeboy gave up. He gave a move up, big dog. Your homeboy, while he was trying to defend you, he gave a move up. He broke that bullshit down thinking we just supposed to buy it because it's cops and these laws of nature only apply to them. All them little point seconds he gave you that you had to react in, you threatened this man's life, you slamming him on it. You could have killed him with the slam. You could have murdered him. People have died just being... You can't control how you slamming nobody when you're doing all that wild shit. That could have killed them. He go from sitting in the damn car, standing up with his hands in the air, complying to being flung through the damn air to the ground. What the fuck you think he gonna do? He got point time to react to. All he did was roll the hell over and get up with his hands still in the air. My ass would have, man, come on, fam. I was waiting on him to say what the hell happened to the Johnny. He was tired. I'm doing my best not to call him no names that would appropriately apply. What the fuck? You think we... Come on, man. Show this video. Who want to see the family? Want who to see the video? They want Americans to see the video. Listen, man, I understand. We all, like, there's some deviations in that definition when certain of us say it. So I think his family wanted Americans to see the video, but I ain't trying to be insensitive. When I asked before this happened to y'all loved one, were y'all even Americans that we are? Did this have to happen to y'all for y'all to realize we all Negroes now? Because a huge reason we are why we are, because when it was just Negroes, motherfuckers ain't getting no damn. I'm not going to extend this video talking about all that, man. That's crazy as fuck, fam. This was a traffic stop. A pretextual, it looked like some made-up shit to me. Pretextual, I think that just mean made up. I ain't with all that shit, fam. Go to the legal beagles. Bring it back to me how I can say it where we all can get it. Whatever the hell it wasn't no reason no man should die on the side of the damn road. And at first, was that a ghost or something, fam? Did y'all see the other individual run after the shooting? It looked just like the guy who got shot and killed. It looked like the cop looked at the person too. I'm going to have to rewind this video and look again because I did it already, but it looked like a person ran after the shooting and the cops walking around like right now, that's somebody running. And the cop looked in that direction. They didn't never mention that person. I'm not crazy. Damn, they look like the same guy. So, but they said he offered CPR to that guy and the guy died on the scene. But now the family got to go through all this foolishness about going, do the cop he already got criminal qualified immunity, do he get civil qualified immunity? And first it looked like the judge may have sided with Americans, but in real time, that's just a ploy. That's just part of y'all process to go ahead and say y'all can't do a damn thing. Listen, fam. Oh, man. I have another video, man. I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but it's about a teenager that they murdered, and I was going to couple it with this one, but I'm glad I didn't. Rest in peace to this gentleman, man. Americans, I do think you need dash cams. I think you need ring cameras. Anything you can afford that fits in your budget reasonably. It can save your life. When you're dealing with these cowards, please, 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 I beg of you, please know who they are. They're not reasonable. They're not your friends. They're not courteous. They're not kind. They're not respectful. All of that bullshit is a masquerade. I promise you, man. I promise. How can I convince you is my question. Open your eyes, see, man. Because if they're not the ones who will pull over your loved one, you maybe on the side of the road and murder you right there and go home scot-free, retired and celebrated as some type of service hero. If they're not those guys, they are the men and women who will help them get away with it. So potatoes, 1 + 1 = 2. I'm Trailhand Bill. This shit right here was hard for me to cover it. Because that is a whole human being who's not here with us anymore because a coward is given the wherewithal to be a coward. It should never be so. Y'all be safe, be good. I'm out. Oh, yeah. For sure. I wanted to make sure I say to the people who in the last video took the time to make sure they told me feel better soon, man. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, that, because you could have just come in. And no shade to the people who did just come in on the video. You don't owe me anything, but I mean, that kind of stuff just stick out to me. So I wanted to say for sure. I appreciate y'all. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.